Well, we all know the state that the economy is in, and frankly, the blame game is starting. Was it indeed down to Liz Truss and Kwasi Kwarteng, their mini-budget last September, or actually is it strongly looking like that might have been a good thing to have done and that Jeremy Hunt is a complete and utter stiff dud? Joining me now is finance expert and former advisor to the Bank of England and the Treasury. He is also very much a fan favourite here on GB News. It's Roger Gewald. Roger, thank you very much. We are pressed for time because we've had a lot of fast-paced news, so I'll throw it straight over to you on this. Is Jeremy Hunt an absolute disaster?
No, I think that his problem, frankly, is that he has never worked for 24 hours in any financial business in his entire career.
Yes, I mean, that is a massive problem, and it would raise serious questions about why on earth he was given the job as our Chancellor, I suppose. What do you think that we should be doing differently now? And frankly, was Liz Truss right?
I think she was right in her orientation of directions to take. I think she was quite wrong in her execution and her preparation, as was Kwasi Kwarteng. But I don't think any of that really counts. I think, Patrick, that I despair now. It's the emperor's new clothes. I watched the Prime Minister and the Chancellor and the Governor of the Bank of England and others talking about how we're fighting inflation. I mean, rather than use the football example again, let me talk about a general conducting a battle. Would you let a general go into battle for the 14th time now if he'd lost the previous 13 battles? I don't think so. Would you give a commander a ship after last 13? This is just unbelievable. We're not combating inflation. It's going up, not down. We're not protecting the dollar. It's way below where it should be. And that is because we don't have inflation driven by consumer spending. They're making it all up. They don't know what to say. I'm sure they mean well, but I feel for them because they're trapped in a rut now. They can't get out of this. They've committed themselves. Finally, they should have raised interest rates years ago, gradually, to bring them up from the low rates, not slam it 13 times on us within the last 12 months. They are killing the country. Liam Halligan has written an excellent article that you mentioned earlier in the Telegraph. And he says he's been saying this since April. Well, I've been saying this for several years. You cannot raise interest rates anymore, but it is clearly what the markets and everyone else are convinced they're going to do, and they are destroying this beautiful country.
Very quickly, Roger, matter of seconds, I'm afraid. Look, do the public have a right to feel as though they might be being run by idiots?
They have every single right. I mean, they should start a peasants' revolt like the French Revolution or something, because I don't know how else you get the message through to these people. Rishi was a stingy chancellor, and he's a high-tax guy, and Hunt obviously does what he's told, because he's never worked on a finance transaction in his life, from what I understand.
Roger, look, thank you very much.
How can he be running the country's finances?
Yeah, no, look, exactly that. Look, Roger, I'm sorry it's so short and sweet, my good man. I hope you understand, but we'll chat again soon. Roger Gewald, there, former advisor to the UK Treasury and quite possibly everybody's favourite non-chancellor. But there we go. Michelle Dewberry is here. You're right.
Hello, yes.